road trip, my daughter, brilliant writer and filmmaker, is taking me on a journey. I haven't been back here for a long time. My grandfather used to own the 65 acres of land that we're passing. Some of we can't see it from here, but it connected to I-95. That's I-95 right there. And this is where I learned how to drive. This used to be all gravel, and I was 8 years old, and my parents would let me practice driving. I thought I was really big. And this is where I would pick blackberries down in the ditches on the side of the road until I ran into a black snake. That farm over there, I'm sure, is owned by the same family. It's a white family, and that's it's generational. When you own land, you're supposed to pass it down. That's what my grandfather taught us. He said, never, ever sell the land. Well, sometimes people don't do what they're supposed to for whatever reason. But I know one thing: God reverses generational curses that families suffer. And I'm talking about a curse like the Kennedy curse. I'm not talking about some hoodoo, voodoo, something. All right, we are approaching, we're getting much closer to where my grandfather's farm was. I noticed that now all this land used to be owned by mostly black people, and their children didn't care about it and they lost it. That road right there is new. Yeah, white people got all this land because the children didn't want it. They wanted to go to the city or whatever. They, like the prodigal son, they wanted to just, but they didn't care. They didn't honor this land. But my grandfather taught me to honor this land. He sure made me say, don't ever sell the land. Made me say it every day. It wasn't long after his death that all the land disappeared from our family. That's a curse. That's a curse. Wow. Okay. I see, I'm starting to recognize that clump of trees way down there when we're going to get there. It's where I used to go and check the mail. Because you had to walk way to the highway, to the road, to get your mailbox. My grandfather's address was Route 1, Box 1, Godwin, North Carolina. Although he lived in Wade, his mailing address was Godwin. Fantastic. A lot of this looks the same. Yeah, a lot has changed, of course. Okay, I see they fenced it off. They probably don't have the road going back up to his house. When we go a little further, we're going to stop so I can show my daughter where his house had been. Yeah, this doesn't look, yeah, this has really changed. This has changed. My great-grandfather, Arnold MacPhail, owned the, wow, it's totally changed. Can't even get back there from there. Now, we're coming down here to a place called this white man named Jimmy Wallace is on the right. I'm sure they named the street after the Wallaces. That's Jimmy Wallace's house and Betty Wallace. Okay. Well, we can't get there from there. They fenced it all off. You can just make a left, and we can head back. We'll be going into Fayetteville. Okay. Time changes all things. You can never go home again. Can't go back to my granddaddy's house. All right.
So you had to walk.
Yeah, I mean, but